princesses, today I'm going to be talking about the Etude House Tiger Energy Jelly Dewy Tints. I don't know why, but Jelly Dewy Tint is not like a tongue twister, but for some reason it's just really difficult for me to say today. So that's what it was. I picked these up with the rest of the Tiger Energy collection from Etude House for the Lunar New Year's, and I was really excited to try them because I've been really enjoying the more moisturizing lip products through the summer. However, we have new mandates in New Zealand, new-ish mandates in New Zealand, and I'm back at work, and that means that I have to wear a mask most of the time. And because of this, I have not been able to use any sort of like moisturizing or like these ones, jelly lip tints, because that gets everywhere, like everywhere inside the mask. So it's been a slow review for these ones, I'm so sorry, but that is why. So for this review, I'm going to have a product description, packaging, swatches, and final thoughts. So if you'd like to skip to any of those points, please do so now. So for this one, the product description says, get plump, dewy lips by using the lip tint that forms a lightweight jelly-like water film over lips for a glowing and hydrated finish. Comes in bright Joyful Tiger and darker Sleepy Tiger color. As part of Etude's collaboration with Music Tiger, the product packaging is designed with the Music Tiger character. So like the product description said, the packaging is very cute and it does have the little tigers on the front. There of course are only 2 products in the collection, though I'm not sure if Etude House does actually do more of the jelly dewy tints in other colors or other collections. I don't think I've actually tried this formula before, so I was really interested in it in general. These shades themselves are really similar. I think that the Joyful Tiger is a little bit more warm toned and the Sleepy Tiger is a little bit darker and a little bit more cool toned, but otherwise they're really close in color, which is really weird. I don't know why they didn't decide to do colors that were a little bit more unique. It's a little bit odd, but that's my personal opinion again. The packaging is really easy to use. It comes with a doe foot applicator, however, it gets tint everywhere. Like when you open the tint itself, it doesn't have a tight enough like opening to actually scrape down the sides of the tint, like the doe foot applicator, and the whole top of it is perpetually covered in tint, and it pulls out way too much of the tint, and it's not very practical, but it is very cute. Number 1 is called Joyful Tiger, and it is kind of like an orangey red. There is just so much product on the tip of these. You have to wipe them really, really clean to do gradients. So I'm going to start off with a gradient. And this one works really well as a gradient. I think that it works well with my lip color. It doesn't look too off or too light, and they're easy to work with. I don't even really need to use my finger unless I really, really want to kind of smudge it out. But for the most part, I just use the brush, and it's kind of like that just bitten look, like you've been eating like an ice lolly or something like that. I would generally not do it quite that way. I would kind of just like rub my lips together and get a really sheer application, of which would look like this, which I also really like as well. And then for the full lip application, this is how we look. I think that it's a really lovely color as well. In terms of the finish of the product, it's a really nice soft jelly kind of finish, so you get this really nice shine, and it doesn't feel too slippery, it doesn't feel very sticky, it's quite silicone-y. Does have a bit of a bitter taste to it, but obviously you're not eating it. I just kind of get a little bit on the center of my lips and I can kind of taste it, and it's a little bitter, which again, nothing too troublesome. And I really like this color. It's like a very dusky red, very autumnal, looks nice with the dress. So this is number 1, Joyful Tiger. Number 2 is called Sleepy Tiger, and this one is the cool toned pink. Oh, I got that in my mouth, it didn't taste very good. So this is how we look as a gradient. I think that it works really well with my natural lip color. And then here is the full lip cover. I really enjoy this color. It's kind of like a muted rosy color. It's slightly deeper, slightly more brown, so it kind of like matches the dress. And I think that in general it looks really pretty. So this is number 2, Sleepy Tiger. So at the moment I am wearing the darker one, which is the Sleepy Tiger, although I find that on me personally they are really similar, so it is hard to tell which one I am wearing sometimes. In terms of the application, these are fairly easy to apply. You can make a gradient out of them, but it's not my favorite thing to do personally. I have a strong gripe with the packaging because the tint applicator, it just has so much tint on it, like it's too much. There's too much product on there, it's ridiculous. A little bit ridiculous. It's not entirely ridiculous, but it is a little bit ridiculous how much stuff is on there. It makes it harder to apply, and it's just really, really, really messy inside the actual applicator itself, which I don't personally like. Other than that, the actual application, once you get the tint off the applicator, is really easy. I can make a nice crisp cupid's bow, or I can blend it out using my finger, no problems. It also does stain the lips pretty quickly, so if you are using this one and you wanted to get the like more moisturized layer off the top, you could blot it off and you would still have the color underneath, which I think is really good because I cannot wear the jelly tint during the day, as I do need to wear a mask for all my work teaching children. So unfortunately I haven't been able to wear these this much because I have only been able to wear them on the weekends. So it's not as good as a normal review would be, but we do what we have to do. In terms of the color selection, I think that the colors are really boring, and I feel bad saying that because they are very cutely packaged and everything, but they are very similar colors and they're not really my kind of colors either. They're kind of just like dull reds, and yeah, they do look really nice on the lips though. I do enjoy the texture. It does dry down to a nice tint finish, so I'm not entirely unpleased by the actual product itself, just not thrilled by the colors. I'd be really interested to see if they do the Jelly Dewy Tint in other colors or other collections, because I would be interested in different colors. I usually like lighter colors for my jelly or like glossy looking lips, because I feel like with darker colors it's easier for the color to migrate and it's harder for the upkeep. They do get around this by making it stain, which I think is a really good idea. So even when the jelliness wears off, the stain is still there, which is really good. But yeah, I don't dislike them. I just don't particularly love them. I would recommend them for any princesses who are really into the packaging and really into the colors though, because again, the products are not bad at all. I just do not like the applicator or the way that the product comes out, how much product comes out, and the colors. And those are very personal preferences. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I will see you in the next one.